At dahil nga, Jules, today is Tuesday, it's Philippine Navy Day today. Kaya naman excited tayo dahil ito ang paborito nating segment. So, pag-uusapan natin ang patungkol sa kapayapaan. And of course, alamin natin ang tungkulin ng Philippine Navy Human Rights Office. At para po pag-usapan yan, makakasama natin ang ating very special guest this morning. Let us all welcome Lieutenant Commander Eligio Hernan, Acting Chief, Navy Human Rights Office. Good morning, Commander.
Good morning sa lahat ng mga nanonood. Good morning po.
Alright, nagkaroon tayo ng Philippine Navy Human Rights Office. Kailan nagsimula ang ganitong klaseng unit sa loob mismo ng Philippine Navy?
Actually, since last November of 2010, our General Headquarters Camp Aguinaldo released a letter directive which is basically the strengthening of AFP Human Rights Office. That triggered the activation of Navy Human Rights Office of all major services. We have for the HRO, Philippine Air Force, the Philippine Air Force HRO, and the Navy Human Rights Office. So way back February of 2011, our office was activated.
Alright. Commander, since, diba, of course, yung Philippine Navy naman, yung pinaka-general mandate nyo naman talaga is to protect the Filipino people, of course. Pero bakit po very distinct na talagang may office pa on human rights?
Basically, our general function is to assist our flag officer in command in matters pertaining to human rights, international humanitarian law, and the rule of law. After which, we have 8 specific functions. Functions 1, 2, 3 is basically the education and training of all Navy personnel in terms of human rights, IHL, and the rule of law. Our office goes to Navy units, support units, operational units, as far as Naval Forces Northern Luzon, in Poro Point, in Bicol, Naval Forces Southern Luzon, in Cebu, Naval Forces Central, in Palawan, Naval Forces West, and in Davao, Naval Forces Eastern Mindanao, and in Zamboanga, Naval Forces Western Mindanao, to conduct this advocacy lecture, which is the main function of our office.
So, Commander, besides all the functions that you have said, alam natin, sa loob, Jules, ng Philippine Navy, may investigative body yan. So, kapag nagkaroon ng human rights violation, let's say, sabihin natin, mula isa sa mga taga-Philippine Navy, tapos dumulog sa inyong Human Rights Office, ano pong kayang gawin or yung pwedeng ibigay na tungkulin ng Human Rights Office kapag may mga ganitong klaseng sitwasyon?
Okay, that is part of our functions 4 and 5, 4 to 7, which is basically we receive HRV complaints and monitor HRV violation. Now, as sinasabi mo is, the moment that we receive HRV violation of our Navy personnel, we are not an investigative body, but we can cause and effect the investigation of alleged HRV.
So, you can investigate at the same time, meron din kayong say kung paano yung naging resulta ng buong investigation.
Opo. In the event na ma-find out na may cause and effect that he did such human rights violation, that's the time that our office will elevate said human rights violation for, like for example, if he or she has committed under the Articles of War, then subject EP or officer will be charged under the General Court-Martial.
Right. Alam mo, Dayan, sobrang halaga ng element ng human rights na syempre isa tong factor na talagang makikita na maunlad talaga yung bayan. So maganda na meron ganitong function yung Philippine Navy. Pero sir, ano po yung mga specific programs and activities na ginagawa ng office niyo para syempre mas ma-appreciate itong human rights, international humanitarian law, and rule of law?
Aside from, as I've said, the conduct of lectures, the last functions we have is we liaison with human rights advocates, government agencies. Like we coordinate, cooperate with Commission on Human Rights. We do attend conference together with the PNP under the Philippine National Police Human Rights Affairs Office, the counterpart of the AFP Human Rights Office.
So, siguro, for the benefit of our viewers, Jules, yung Human Rights Office ng Philippine Navy, this is more of you conduct trainings, seminars.
Yeah. That is the activation of our office is our main objective is to inculcate, educate our Navy personnel in the hopes and aims to have a Navy organization that is human rights compliant.
And of course, pati na rin yung kung ano yung advocacy ng Human Rights Office.
Yep. In terms of advocacy, we have planned programs like, for example, in the celebration of International Humanitarian Law Month, which is in August, we do, together with the CHR, government agencies, conduct advocacy biking, advocacy runs, just to promote that indeed we, the Human Rights Office, the Navy Human Rights Office, protect, promote, adhere to the human rights and humanitarian law. And
Again, Commander, besides all the activities that you have said, ano pa po yung mga iba nating ginagawa since may vision ng ang Philippine Navy by 2020, talagang lahat ng programs nila parang umaangat sila, Jules, nagle-level up sila dun sa modernization program na ginagawa ng Philippine Navy ngayon. So, being a part of the Philippine Navy, isang unit pong Human Rights Office, ano po yung ginagawa natin ngayon para mas mapaigting, mapaganda, at talagang sumabay po ang Human Rights Office Division sa modernization program ng Philippine Navy?
Yep. In terms of the Navy Sail Plan 2020, which is as with the vision to have a credible Navy that our Army can be proud of by 2020. Out of the 5 perspectives, the Navy Human Rights Office enters to the personal perspective, which is the professionalization of Navy personnel. Professional in the way that we inculcate these HRIHL knowledges to our Navy personnel for them to be a human rights advocate and do things and the Navy operations with human rights at the center of such activity.
Alright. Okay. Sir, nabanggit nyo kanina no, na marami yung focus nyo on your office na talagang internally talaga matrain yung mga kasamahan natin sa Navy. Pero sir, meron din po bang efforts yung office niyo na syempre, while mainstreaming internally talagang maipapakalat din sa communities yung mensahe natin?
That is what our advocacy in terms of, like, for example, we do broadcast our advocacy, bike and advocacy, in times of celebration of the ISML, come sometime August of this year. We do broadcast such activity, biking, advocacy run. And on December, which is the Human Rights Day, together with the Commission on Human Rights, we do coordinate to concert our efforts. Like, sometime June of this year also, we will be having the BRAT, which is Bastaran Against Torture. So that is an advocacy run.
So, Commander, parang you're saying na parang yung activities na ginagawa nyo, ito rin yung way nila, Jules, to create public awareness,
Yeah.
not just Philippine Navy, not just yung mismo mga personnel ng Philippine Navy, kundi pati na rin sa publiko. Kaya ino-open nila itong mga ganitong klase ng mga activities para rin makapromote tayo ng kanilang advokasya patungkol sa human rights.
Sabay yung approach nila, no? Internally and externally.
So, siguro tanongin natin, Jules, what are the other upcoming activities na pwede nang asahan ng mga viewers natin just in case they're all interested to join?
Okay. In terms of advocacy, which is generally our main function, bulk of our duties and deals with the education of Navy personnel. I just would like to, sometime 2012, the Navy Human Rights came up with a handbook. And in the conduct of our advocacy, we left behind those copies.
Yes?
Okay. Na iniwan po namin yung mga copies nito sa mga lahat ng Navy units namin. This is a conglomerate of all basic IHL laws, human rights, in terms of knowledges. Opo.
Ano to? Is this pwede rin mabili ng
Hindi po.
or sa Philippine Navy lang?
Yeah.
Alright.
Internally.
At syempre, siguro, what can we expect from Philippine Navy Human Rights Office this 2014?
Ngayon sa ngayong taon na to, we will still conduct advocacy lectures. Iikot naman po ulit kami sa lahat ng Navy units namin all over the Philippines. And we also is preparing for the upcoming IHL month come August and lastly come December.
Okay.
Okay, sir. So, bilang pagtatapos, mensahe po sa mga boss natin, lalo na pahalagahan nila itong human rights.
Okay. To all the televiewers, our flag officer in command, Vice Admiral Jose Luis Montaño Alano, has just one specific guidance: the Philippine Navy, your Philippine Navy, again, adheres, respect, and promote human rights, international humanitarian law, and the rule of law in the Navy organization, and in the hopes and aims to have HR compliant Navy organization. Thank you.
Alright. Alam mo, Jules, ang dami natin natutunan ngayong umaga mula sa Philippine Navy Human Rights Office. You know what? We encourage all our viewers out there to join programs, activities which promotes ito nga mga human rights advocacy. Kasi alam mo, from here, matutulungan natin yung society natin.
Yes.
Dahil kapag na-instill sa'yo yung mga ganitong klase ng values, alam mo, nagre-resulta yan, naiintindihan mo yung bawat tao. So, nagkakaroon ng kapayapaan.
Yes, kumbaga basic lang talaga siya. Tsaka yung maganda
Yes.
sa ginagawa nila, nagko-collaborate sila with different agencies. So talagang hindi lang sila nag-iisa dito sa laban na to.
Alright, thank you so much for joining us this morning. That was Lieutenant Commander Eligio Hernan, Acting Chief Human Rights Office.
Alright, thank you so much, sir.